You're welcome. So, Mr. Vegas and Sir P, the popular crime blogger, Sir P, were recently embroiled in a very entertaining, social media spot. After Sir P decided to do a commentary on the Baby Sham song Get a Story. And he also alluded that the song was originally recorded in the 80s by a Jamaican dancehall artist by the name of Hugh Mike. He also stated that Sham was apparently inspired by the song which was called Dancehall Story, and that is why he called his song Ghetto Story. No, that wasn't the main concept of the conversation by Serpi. He was trying to draw the analogy from the song and painting a picture of what it means to be raised in inner city communities. However, Mr. Vegas, being the chatty patty that he is, he decided to comment on Sir P's blog and stated that, well, the song was not made by Hugh Mike first. It was in fact made by Baby Sham and was actually copied by Hugh Mike. Mr. Vegas also stated that, well, wrongfully stated that Hugh Mike was still alive and he needed to give Baby Sham an apology, and he should have also credit Baby Sham for his song, that Hugh Mike, stole. No, Mr. Vegas was apparently wrong, as Serpi went for the receipts and proved that Hugh Mike was actually the one that recorded the song first, and that Baby Sham and Dave Kelly may have drawn inspiration from the song. You know what I mean? So if one is to be fair based on what Mr. Vegas is saying, it would appear that Baby Sham and his producer are the ones who actually should be paying something to Hugh Mike, because they stole the entire concept of the song and they stole the entire cadence of the song. People have won lawsuits for less than that. There's this song by Peter Guns that was done way back in the day, a hip-hop song, in the 90s. Very popular. And he decided to use the cadence and a sample of an instrumental, from some old white guys, some old white musicians. He didn't use any words they used or anything, and he didn't use the exact instrumental. However, he had to give away all of his rights, including the writing credits for Uptown Baby, it's going down, baby. Uptown Baby, it's going down, baby. So if Hugh Mike's family wanted to be petty, I'm sure they could basically do the same thing to Baby Sham and Dave Kelly and get some money out of their company for the song Ghetto Story, because it clearly borrowed the cadence and the stylistic patterns of that song. The entire delivery, the wording may have been different, but you can even sue a person for humming the melody to Kodak Black was able to receive writing credit as well as a Grammy Award from Cardi B for the song Bodak Yellow, which took the cadence from his song. So, yeah. What is ironic, though, is that Serpi was able to give Mr. Vegas such a ass whooping. Mr. Vegas is a recording artist. Therefore, you would assume that it would have been more privy to information. It would have been smart enough to check with the copyright agencies, or even did a simple Google search. Because just researching for this, all I did was type in the name of the artist, the name of the song, and it came up right away and provided information that the song was released in the 80s. And if the song was released in the 80s, there is no way Hugh Mike could have stolen Baby Sham's concept. You know what I mean? Baby Sham's song was released, I believe, in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? Therefore, it is highly likely that he is the one who borrowed from Hugh Mike's concept. Now, Mr. Vegas is still taking the high road, or the egotistical road, and doesn't want to apologize, or take back what he said, He's willing to keep the ignorant information out there just to prove a point. That's how men are. That is why we're having a war right now with Russia and Ukraine. Male egos, The male ego is basically responsible for most situations escalating or even people losing their lives, And this is another example of male ego at its best, So fans have been on Mr. Vegas's page, bashing him and telling him to apologize to Sir P, which he has refused to do by posting a meme of Buja Banton, poking fun at the situation and threatening to go on Facebook to continue his tirade. Yeah, from where I stand, You know, the song was a remake that was done by Baby Sham. You know, and Hugh Mike's version is indeed the original version. You know what I mean? So Mr. Vegas was wrong on this one. I'm out.